Hey, it's Cecilia. It is Fuck Clutter Wednesdays. And something that has popped up just in the last couple days in both the regular Fuck Clutter group and our course, we're 1 week into the first running of the Fuck Clutter 4-week course, is this idea of what happens when the Depression era values collide with our current state of affairs. And our current state of affairs is that we live in a consumerist society, and the goods that are made are not built to last, they're built to break. IKEA furniture is not built to last, it's built to last for a certain period of time, and then you are meant to dispose of it. Your iPhone is not meant to last. Really, anything that you're buying currently, unless it's specifically constructed that way, is not meant to last. And when we marry this with the values, my mother was born during the war. She was born in Germany during the war, and so her earliest memories are of not having enough of anything, not having enough food, not having soap, not having shoes. And so it creates this very holding on. Or if we have grandparents, Depression era parents, or grandparents, there's a very holding on. There's a value placed on holding on and of getting the most out of things. The issue is that we're doing the holding on without often getting the most out of things because we have too many things to get the most out of them. That works when we don't have enough, but when we have too much, it really starts to work against us because then we're not living in the realm of reality. We're not living in the realm where we are actually reusing the things that we are keeping. We're living in the realm of fantasy where we might or we could or it would be wasteful to throw away. And this landfill, it brings me to like the landfill question too, because I've definitely come across lots of people who are holding on to things in their homes because they don't want them to go to landfill. It's tricky because the fact is that one day you will die and they'll go to landfill. I mean, if it is not loved and used, it is clutter, and it can either be recycled, sold, donated, curbed, or it can go in the garbage. There is an invitation here to examine how you relate to your stuff in general. So we can't fix the mistakes of the past. We can't go back in time and not have bought things that we now no longer want, but we can look to the future and be very conscious and very mindful about what we're bringing into our home. It's not actually, I don't think it's helpful to hold on to things that you don't need, use, or love because it's somehow better for the environment or better for, in terms of getting the most out of it, because you're not getting the most out of it. It's stopping you from having the life that you want. And it's coming from a place of scarcity and a place of survival. And most of us, at least if you have the luxury of taking a clutter clearing course, even if you're on the lower end of the pay scale or no pay, you have a home to keep stuff in. And so it means that you're probably not in a true survival mindset, which means that you actually have the luxury, and this is a luxury to look at our clutter, the luxury to make space for yourself and to make space for the things that you want and to make space to be in the world in a way that brings value. And that can look many different ways. Bringing art into the world brings value. Bringing beautiful writing into the world brings value. Just being out in the world and connecting with people brings value. And that's more important than holding on to stuff from a virtuous place. Because unless you're using it, unless you love it, it's actually not giving you or the world anything. It's keeping you from the world, and that sucks. There, I said it. But you know what? You don't suck because you're awesome and I love you. And so now you're going to go forth and go fuck some clutter and be honoring of the time in which you live, where you're not in survival mode and you don't need to go from day to day. Be honoring of the gift that has been given to you. I love you. Bye.